Good morning. You know what today is. Today is what? Weight Down Wednesday. I'm so excited about today. I'm excited about today because this is the third time I'm going to weigh in with you. Now, I want to make sure that you guys understand that this is, what did I say? This is a marathon and not a sprint. So we're not always going to have the victory that we hope we have. But what's important is that we continue. We don't quit. We don't give up. We don't get down on ourselves because this is about a self-care journey. This is my journey of joy. So I know, and I'm prefacing all this before we get to the scale, I know that I splurged over the holidays. I made gumbo. By the way, let me tell you, gumbo is the hardest thing you can ever make because it takes forever if you're making a roux to make a roux. So I stood at that pot literally for an hour and a half until I got my roux as dark as I could. After that, I could barely walk. We all know that I sprained my ankle. I've had other foot problems for a number of years now, a number of decades now. And literally and truly, by the time I was done with that, I was in so much pain, and that pain lasted. I took a pain pill that the doctor had given me that's a 1 a day. It did not work. I did not sleep all night. The next morning, I got up and I took Motrin, took 800 milligrams, and it was the best thing that I could have done for myself. 4 hours later, I took another 800, and then I was able to function. But that's neither here nor there. So I prepped, did everything, made the gumbo, and we had incredible gumbo. It came out very, very well. And I'm not a cook, as I've told you guys before. I should have filmed that. Anyway, so I know I splurged. So it's going to be interesting to see how much weight I've lost and or gained today. So we're going to go and look. I'm going to get on the scale, and I'm going to show you guys all of that. So few important things about when you weigh in. First of all, you want to make sure that you weigh in first thing in the morning after you've eliminated waste. What that means is you want to make sure that you've used the bathroom, both liquid and solid, before you get on the scale. And if you're doing everything right, eating the right combinations of food, you will eliminate waste first thing in the morning. Then you weigh on the scale, and that's going to be your accurate morning weight. And you always want to weigh in the morning. So next is we'll get to the scale. Oh, and I'm going to share with you today the drink, the protein shake. Well, it's not protein. So I should say the breakfast shake that I make for myself every morning that people have DM'd me about in regards to Roxanne, what is in that you posted on social media. So that's going to come up after I weigh in because you don't want to drink or eat anything before you weigh in. See you in a few. Now for the moment of truth. I'm going to tap on the scale. I got to tap it a couple of times because we all know that I don't do it right the first time. Now I'm going to stand on it and stand still for a moment while it's actually calculating the weight. You can't really see it from this angle because I'm looking down at the camera. So I'm going to grab the camera and kind of pick it up and zoom in so that you can see what it is. 271.5. Wow. So if you remember by my last video, I was 269.5. So I've actually gained 2 pounds instead of losing, but that's okay. So good morning. So as I said earlier, several of you have messaged me and said, Roxanne, you had a photo of the drink that you make in the mornings on your social media, but you didn't share the ingredients. So today I'm going to share with you how I make that drink. So a couple of things I use. I use this already prepared fruit. It has all the fruit. It has some kale in it, strawberries, berries. So I use this prepackaged. It's frozen. So this is what's going to be the ice instead of regular ice for my drink. I don't like artificial sugars. I've always hated artificial sugars. Again, this is me. It's not you. You do you. I'm going to do me. I don't do artificial sugars. The only thing I cooked up in the lab with a pen and a pad is music. Shout out to Dr. Dre. Please get better soon so you can get back to formulating great music. Now, the other thing I use, and I don't normally do this together, but today I'm going to try it together. If you need something sweeter, you need it to be a little bit sweeter than what just the bag of the frozen bag of berries and stuff, and some kale have in it, then carrots are naturally sweet, so you can add some carrots. And what I like to do is also add a little extra banana, so that helps sweeten it as well. And I kind of like the taste of banana in my smoothie. So these are the two things that I don't normally do together. I do one or the other, but today I'm going to do both. Try something new with you. And the other thing I use, and what's most important, is collagen. As we get older, we start to lose collagen in our system, and it's very good for bones. It's very good for elasticity on your skin, especially when you're losing weight. You want to make sure that you are using the proper amount of collagen, getting the proper amount of collagen into your system. So I use this. Now, everything that I show you today, I promise I will have a link on my website, and you can go directly to it, or this profile. If you click down in the description below, you'll see some links. So just make sure that you use a collagen peptide that is more than just fish. You will need, even if you're vegan, to use something that comes from animal protein. Collagen is produced from animals. So I use this. This has no artificial sugars or sweeteners in it, so it's just the plain. It has no taste. You can really add it to anything. And then finally, instead of using, again, the only thing I like cooked up in a lab with a pen and a pad is music. So I don't use like almond milk or whole milk, and I don't even use water. What I use is pure natural aloe vera. So I use this, and this is how I make my smoothies. So you can buy these anywhere. If you're like a lot of people and you're not getting out because of the COVID situation that we're in right now, especially my friends in California, then you'll have the links and you can order it and have it shipped directly to you. I think that's it. Oh, the other thing is I use a Ninja. So I'm going to kind of show you my blender a little bit. It is a Ninja. Forgive this. So I do use a Ninja. And I use a Ninja for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is that I like simple stuff that you can... simple things that you can clean really well. So with the Ninja, I can just take the top off. It does have a little pop on it to unseal it. You push the button, it unseals, the handle comes up. And then I can just take this part right out. As you can tell, it's wet because I cleaned it again before I used it. I'm a germaphobe, so I clean it after and I clean it before. And this just pops right out and it's easy to clean. So I'm gonna put that back in there. I'm gonna leave the top off because we're gonna start adding our ingredients. So the first thing I add is the fruit in this bag. I'm just going to open it up and pour this in here. Again, this has kale. It does have some bananas already in it, strawberries, raspberries. Sometimes it comes with blueberries. So just added that in there. Yeah, I'll throw it in the trash in a minute. These carrots are brand new, so I have to open them up. Let me get some scissors. So I'm just going to cut across the top so I can get this open. And I'm not going to add that much carrots to it because I don't want it overly sweet. Again, I don't really like anything sweet unless it's dessert. So, and then I'm all for the sweeteners in a dessert, the sugars and chocolate. My favorite is chocolate, dark chocolate. So I'm just going to add just a handful of carrots in here. As you can see, just a few. Zip that back up. And I'm going to put this whole banana in there. This banana is a little green, so it's not as sweet. Like I said, I don't really like a lot of sweets, so I like green bananas. So I'm just going to break this in half. Put this in here like this. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the collagen. So this collagen is full. That's my replacement. I have this one still. And it already comes with a scooper. So I'm going to put 2 full scoops of collagen in here. And when I do that, this container should be empty. Yeah. See, it's not even a full scoop. So I'm just going to let the rest of this go in there and I can throw this away. Put all the trash up in there. Keep this extra scooper. That'll go in the sink with the dirty dishes. forgot about the banana peel. Like the way I condense everything. All right, and now I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of aloe vera. So I do use a measuring cup, and when I get to the 1/2 cup mark, I'm at the 1/2 cup mark. That's all you need. Half a cup, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup. All right, and we're just gonna pour this in here. I'm gonna put the top on, and hopefully I'm gonna take out this blending sound so that you don't have to hear it while it's blending. So I put it on pulse first. I turned the power on and I put it on pulse because I wanted to break up all of the fruit and everything first. So I do that. Now with pulse on this machine, you do have to hold it down. So once I've held it down and got it all pulsated through, I will then put it on number 3 so it can blend up really nicely. All right, there you go. I'm completely done. I have my little trusty cup here. It's a big 20-ounce cup. This usually, even with a 1/2 cup of liquid, fills this entire thing up. And I know you're surprised because it's red. Yes, even if you add the banana, add a little orange, plus it has some kale in it, it still comes out orange. You can also add extra kale. You can add spinach. I didn't do that this morning because it's my morning breakfast. I wanted it to be more fruity. And I just pour it in here like this. As you can see, I'm gonna raise this up. It's thick and great. And it's still pouring. I'm gonna turn it over a little bit so you can see how full it gets. There we go. And that is my smoothie. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you make it. Tell me in the comments how you like it.